But it's really it's useful. It's pretty much like Brian's Snake Edge. It is a homing move, so that makes it all the more valuable. So even if they try to sidestep it, it's not really going to work out in their favor that way. Another thing is her back two. I like this one because it kind of gets out of the way. It's not like Fang's, some of Fang's launchers, but it will kind of get you out of the way there, or Lars's. Yeah. Let's see, up forward 3. It's really good launcher. It's not too punishable, and if they try to jab you, you're already kind of crouched at the beginning, so it works. I don't use this too much. It is fairly punishable, but it's really nice to use. It's good for like a setup. Like if you're setting up your opponent, this is a really good move to whip out every now and again. But I wouldn't use this all the time. And then her last launch, or nope, my bad. Up forward 4-4. Some people argue with me that this is a launcher. I think it's a launcher because it knocks them back and you can still screw with them. So it's a launcher to me. Whether you like it or not, it's a launcher. So up forward 4-4 is a good launcher. It's decent damage. I haven't actually been punished for it yet. I'm pretty sure it is though. So use it cautiously. And then her last launcher is her Wall Rising 2. This is really good. Just because it's really good for like when you block an attack, bam, then bam. So yeah. So that's pretty much it when it comes to like her stand-up game and her launchers, her Harrier. So in the last 32 minutes, we've gone over her pokes, her counter hit launchers, her launchers, and her poking. I think I already said that. But so now we're gonna get into her rage moves. Katarina has 2 as the standard 2. Just her rage art and her rage drive. I point this out because some people, particularly Horong is the only one I've really noticed, has more than 2. But other people might have like extensions and whatnot. But hers is just her simple 3+4. And I would not use her. Do not use her rage the way that I just did, like ever. Use hers in a combo, and I will show you some stuff that works in a little bit. And then her Harrier rage drive move is her 1+2, and as you guys can see, it's not stronger. Like I understand that off a counter hit it is, but if you use this in a combo, it is not in any way, shape, or form stronger. So don't try to use that. Don't try to waste your rage on that right away. But as you guys saw, it does knock him. It does knock him back. So it does, not knock him back. It does force crouch him. So it kind of puts you in a little bit more of a good spot. But it's not It's not the greatest. So keep in mind that it can hurt you. So that's pretty much it for Katarina. As far as what you need to know to start being well with her. I don't expect you to be great with her from the start using her, but hopefully this gave you a little bit more of an insight on how she is. So to get more of a grasp on how she is, if you're an offensive turtler who likes combos, she's definitely the one for you. So her biggest, I guess her biggest weakness is pretty much all of her launchers are punishable, and she's fairly linear unless you do one of her homing moves. She's fairly linear, so she's easier to get out of the way. So that's probably like her biggest weakness. Horings is exactly the same. When it comes to his weakness, he's very, very linear. Usually you want to sidestep to Horings right to get away, but that really depends on the way he's facing. And I'll get into that here in a little while when I go to him. But so I'm gonna go ahead and do a few combos for you guys with Katarina, just so you guys can get a grasp on how to use her. So the first combo, it's nothing major. Let's go ahead and take this off. I don't want to give you guys false hope here. Oh wait, no, that is a counter. So all that was our 4-4-4, and then 2-2, and then you want to do a quick little dash, like you want to dash, and then down two forward, and then 4. And that's pretty much it. It's not too hard. I guess the only really difficult part would be the dashing. So if you're like new and you keep messing up, like, you can always end up doing that. Or let's see, like something like that happens, because it's happened to me before, especially when I was starting. That would happen to me, or that would happen, and now you're vulnerable. So if that keeps happening to you and combo's not working out for you, you can just do forward 4-4. It's a little bit less damage, but it's a lot safer for being more sure. It really works. So another combo. So that's pretty much how that combo works. So once you do it all, again, you'll have this. Nice 62 damage. Another counter combo is a down forward 4. It's nice 60 damage. Again, this is 100% counter. A counter hit and a poke that I use very, very often. So again, I'll show you guys one more time. Oh, my bad. All right, again, how that one works is down forward 4, and then you got your down forward 2-4. Let's see. Then you don't really need to. I don't think you need to. Yeah, and then you just do like a little dash again. It doesn't. This one is not nearly as big, so that's why I point out. I consider this to be a fairly safe, because you only need to get a little bit forward. Let's see if it is close enough. Sometimes no, it's not. Sometimes it could be deceiving. She actually does have some fair range when it comes to a lot of her moves. So that's pretty much how that one is. So again, you got your down forward 4, down forward 2-4, dash, down 2 forward 1, and then her back 1 forward 4. Again, that's down 2, and then hold forward while you're hitting, like while you're in the move animation. So your character, or so Katarina, does her Harrier stance forward, and and then you just do one to kind of poke him, and then you want your back one forward and then forward. So afterwards you'll have this. Nice 60 damage. Not the greatest amount of damage, but it's fair damage. It works. So now you have her down to counter launcher. I'll just do the combo real quick. It's just 52 damage, nothing great. If you're one of those people that like really like to do their screw attacks, you can always just do this. If you're one of those kind of people, I really don't care. A combo is a combo, so I just stuck with this. No, it's decent damage. So all that is, and especially if you're like a newer player, this might be easier for you, because by default, when I do down two, I hit forward and then one. So it's really easy for me to catch on if I hit them. But if you're one of those people that really like their screw attacks and you want your good damage, this is how you would do so. My bad. Oops. Just to get 56 damage, it's only like what, 4 plus 4. So all that is down 2, forward 1. Again, when you hit forward, make sure you hit that while the animation's happening. Don't hit it afterwards. Don't hit it too late, otherwise it won't go through. So you got your down 2, forward 1, and then you got your back 1, forward 1. And if you guys are looking at the command list, you can see how quickly I smacked that forward button. And then you want your down, forward, 1, 1, forward, 4. So that's down, forward, 1, 1, forward, 4. And again, and by the end of that combo, you'll have this. And if you're the kind of person that really likes their screw attacks, you could do your down 2, forward 1. And then you just do forward 1 real quick, just kind of poke them. So it'll look like this. Oops. Like that. Sometimes it goes through, sometimes it doesn't. You just it's kind of used at your own risk. And then you do your down, forward, 2, 4. You can do that. However, they go a little farther back, and it's a little harder because you got to put in more inputs. All that was is forward, forward, 2, 4. But I would strongly suggest down, forward, 2, 4. So again, make sure you put that poke in there, otherwise that happens. Oh my gosh. And then for your ender, it's going to be down 2, forward 4. So, and the reason I do down 2 is because out of everything that puts her in a different stance, aside from like this and this, it does the most damage. I'm not really sure. Let me see something here. Yeah, it goes too far. So, you know, you can try it. It'll work if you're at a wall, if you're closer to a wall. But that ain't gonna work if you're like in open space or too far away. So that's your best bet if you want to get that extra damage. Let's see. Another counter combo. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and just skip to a decent